Hello and welcome back to the human resource machine. Absolute positive. Absolute positivity. Haha! Positive attitudes were determined to increase productivity and now therefore mandatory. And are now therefore mandatory. Smile! Management is watching.
Send each thing from the inbox to the outbox, but if a number is negative, first remove its negative sign.
Okay.
So you have to multiply it with a negative number.
You have to multiply it with a negative number.
Is there any negative number? No. With
And
itself.
we don't have.
If it's negative, you can
You can subtract it from itself twice. So minus one. No, wait.
Why twice?
I don't know. I was thinking like
Yes.
you're somehow you're on minus one or something. You want to get 2 steps into the direction of 0, into positive direction. So 1 step of the same value like would get you to 0, and the next step to the positive. So that's why twice. Though if you subtract the same value twice, it's actually the wrong direction.
Yes.
Is it though? No, it's not. No, it's not.
Necessarily.
If the number is negative and you subtract it, it's actually... So if you
subtract
if you have minus 1 and subtract minus 1.
It's minus 2.
It's not.
Subtract.
Subtract minus 1. So it's minus 1.
1.
So it's actually plus 1.
0.
So that's 0, and then if you do that again, it's 1. So if it's negative, you would do that. Jump if negative though.
But
I hate that it's jump if negative. I would love to have a jump if it's positive.
Well, does it say jump?
This command is jump if negative.
Okay then.
I have to get a cake.
A cake?
I have to get a cake. So I'm off to the city. See you in a bit. Bye.
Buy me some cake too. Okay, let's do this. Grab the 4 in the inbox, and then, but if a number is negative, this one is positive. You should know if it's negative.
I'm back now.
Well, you have to check if it's negative. If it's negative, you add it twice.
Subtract it twice.
If negative jumped here. Wow. Who would have thought that? Yes.
Subtract.
Okay, but what if it's positive? Then put it right into the outbox, right? Send it, but if the number is negative, okay. Send it to the outbox. If it's negative, subtract. Okay,
subtract twice, right?
Subtract twice.
Okay.
Okay, but you have to copy it to something first. Right, like this?
Well, you only need to do this if it's negative.
Okay, here. Right?
Yeah. Sounds legit.
Oh, we forgot.
Okay, that works. You cannot copy to... Oh, if you put it into the outbox, you don't copy it to the outbox. You actually have empty hands. I did not know that.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, then you go
reset
right
after 3, right? You're done, so you enter the next cycle after 3.
Jump to like this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then you have to jump all over again.
Okay.
Like this. This is negative.
What happened?
Just throw it away.
What happened? Oh, we're jumping after the comparison, but we have to jump only if it's a positive number. Right? So this jump in line 4 jumps on both positive and negative numbers. But we actually are only finished if we drop it to the outbox. So only dropping to the outbox, after that we jump. If we don't drop it to the outbox, we continue. So the jump if negative needs to be behind the jump.
Okay. Behind the jump?
No, that's right. It is. The jump label, I mean, has to be behind the jump.
Okay. 0?
That worked like a charm.
Wow.
It creates positive numbers just like you wanted to. Bad outbox management! Expected 4, but you outboxed 0! Okay, we're not outboxing the...
Yeah. Okay, what do we do here? If negative, jump here.
Yeah, so we create the negative number, but we never put it to the outbox.
Okay, then we have to put it to the outbox here and then jump. Okay.
Like a charm. Size is one too big. A speed, we did the speed though.
At least the speed. Okay, move on. It's good enough for me.
Yeah. I'm on board with this.
Oh.
Oh,
So
the
I
city
am
is
sitting-
surrounded. You're sitting here.
I'm here. Well, and they are here too. They don't want to sit.
Well,
near
where are
me.
the robots? I thought we were surrounded.
Well, maybe on the other side. There's a lot of litter.
Yeah.
Okay, can we click? Does
I
anything
don't-
happen?
Oh, it just fades out.
Okay.
Fade to black.
Sabbatical beach paradise. I think.
Sabbatical beach paradise. Countdown.
How much left?
We're about halfway done. Not by time, but by volume, I think.
Okay. Oh, countdown.
Countdown.
Maybe the robots are coming.
Countdown. Yes, welcome back. Tick, tick, tick. Time keeps ticking down. Let's get to work. Oh, yes. I love what you've done with your hair.
Oh, I see.
Okay. Bump plus 1 bump, so this is increment and decrement. Bump.
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 For each number in the inbox, send that number to the outbox, followed by all numbers down to 0.
Or up to 0. Okay.
It's a countdown. So this is increment is bump plus.
Oh yes, let's do it only for the 6. Let's just assume that numbers are always positive. Handle the negative case after that. Let's get started. So inbox, we grab that
Okay, and put it to
and
the
put it in
outbox.
the outbox.
And then you go to the inbox again, so you need a jump.
No, actually,
No?
no. Followed by all numbers down to 0. So you need to go down to 0. If you do bump minus, I would assume, and we should test that, do bump minus now. Yeah. Oh.
Wow. So you have to down to... Wow, then you have to subtract something.
Why does it say 0? Can't you select the 0 or the 1 and debug this? Oh, it says there, you got new commands. They add 1 or subtract 1 from an item on the floor. Okay, so just stop it or I have to scream. Let's give them back to you. For your convenience, also written back to the floor.
Okay,
so
so you put it on the floor first.
copy to the floor, yeah. Because if you put it to the outbox, you have to do it before you put it to the outbox. Yeah, and then you bump minus the 0 and put that to the outbox. No, after the outbox. After. Because now, so you copied it to 0.
Yes.
Then you put the 6, or the 7 in this case, to the outbox. Then you bump minus the what's written on the on 0. So I would assume it gets to 6. On the floor is a 6, and you hold the 6 in your hand, and then you put that to the outbox again, and you repeat that. So let's try these 4 commands, just to see if they do what we assume they do. 7, okay.
Okay, and you subtract 1.
Oh, so you kick it and it gets lower. That's why you bump. You bump into it, and that's why it makes a minus.
Okay.
Not enough stuff in the outbox. Not enough stuff in the outbox, management!
So,
Alright.
so I would jump, do this again, and if 0...
well, you do the bumping until... So, because the countdown... Or up to 0. So if...
Oh.
If the bump minus... If the bump minus is 0, we're done. Do we include the 0 though? Can you? I don't know if the Osher expects the 0.
You mean like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it expects the 0. Down to 0. I don't know if it actually expects it, because now we're skipping the 0, I think. Okay, and that will never work. Actually something... What? Okay, no, actually, the if 0, we want to bump it again. We want to bump.
Where do I...
No, wait, if it's 0, what?
No, let's put it away first.
No, there's some kind of loop involved. We actually don't need the outer loop yet, because we don't have the inner loop working. So
there could be a
we need
negative
to,
number.
So the bumping and the outbox, we need to repeat that
until it's 0.
Until it's 0. And
before you put it in the outbox, right? Ah, no, it's included. Okay, jump.
Jump. So yeah, you could go for a regular jump. Start with a regular jump up to line 4. So you want to repeat the bumping right here.
Okay,
yeah.
and if it's 0...
At what step though? Because you're not holding something in your hand at all the time. You hold something in your hand after you bump. If it's 0, you jump to the end.
So if it does not have to bump any longer if it's 0, just put it in the outbox, right?
Yeah.
If
so if 0, we jump to the end, but we have to put it one final time into the outbox here. After the jump, after the label.
The outbox?
No, that one has to stay there.
Yes.
Because this is for all the cases where it's not 0. And if it's 0, we're jumping out of the loop, but we still have to put it into the outbox.
Okay.
This should work for 8.
Try this first.
Okay, output 8.
Oh god, this is a very large number.
Yeah, it'll take ages to reach 0, right?
Yes, and we also want to try the next number. Because the next number is negative.
Next number is negative, and we did not handle negative.
Yeah.
Yeah, negative actually only changes if you bump up or down.
Wow.
The thing is though, just before we bump, we don't hold anything in hand. So there's no information there that we can use to jump on anything.
Before we bump. Like this. So now we don't have any information.
Yeah, so we cannot decide if you have to bump up or down, right? We would have to kind of load that information from somewhere, and probably so that it's information on the floor.
But we only need to know if it's negative or not to bump up
Once
and
you
down
pick it up.
if you right after the inbox.
Yeah, but then we have to write everything again. Well, it's not a big deal. We can't just write everything again.
Okay.
In actual programming, I would use a function pointer.
Well, we don't have that at the moment. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, kick the 0.
So now,
Okay, and it jumps, but also puts it to the outbox.
right?
And I hope it, because it says up to 0. I hope this is what they
Yeah.
mean.
It doesn't have any error. So it
Well,
should-
would they show it to us now? Not enough stuff. Okay.
There's just not enough stuff.
20 apps, not
Okay,
9.
you put
Okay.
it the 0. This is the last thing. But if we have a negative
Well, we
number,
put 9, so they say they expect 20 items. Where did we start? At 8, right?
yeah,
8,
it's 9
Uh,
items.
so 9 items. Then for 6 we would add 7 items including the 0.
Yeah,
So that would be 16 items. For 0 that's 1 item. So that's 17, and for 2 that will be 3 items. If we include the 0, that's 20. So they expect us to include the 0. Okay.
yeah. Okay, so this is a bump up.
Okay.
So okay, if if this is a 0,
If it's negative.
jump down here and do.
Well, you
no.
don't have anything in hand after you put it into the outbox. You could only switch that before the outbox.
Like this.
Yeah.
So if it's negative, but you say put it in the outbox.
Well, I'm thinking. So what we would have to do is probably write the whole thing again. So if it's negative, we need to do the whole thing, but with negative numbers.
But this is inside the negative thing, right? This whole thing is inside it.
No, that's the confusing thing.
Yes.
That's the confusing thing about if negative. Because it's not that it does the thing in between if negative. If it's negative, it jumps away from here. So it skips it. So the only if it's positive, it does not jump.
So it jumps, and now we have to write the code here.
I totally dislike this because we've written the loop again. So we're rewriting the loop. But it's the same loop. It's exactly the same commands, but with bump positive.
If it's not negative, it won't jump. It goes on here. The code is going on here.
Yeah. And if it is negative, we copy every instruction that's in here right now.
If it's negative.
Yeah, if it's negative, except for
Bump.
positive, outbox. We have a jump up after the first outbox to the bump, and we have a jump F0 after the bump to here.
And then do the whole loop again.
And then do the whole loop again. I reckon it will crash on the 0 actually. I think this crashes on the 0. Let's step through it. Because I think if it's 0, it actually starts decrementing the 0. What is that?
Empty value. You can outbox.
You cannot
with
outbox.
empty hand.
Wait a second.
It's here, this outbox. You cannot do this. You are empty-handed here.
Ah, okay, because we're done now. We also have to jump up from here.
Okay.
So before this outbox, before it.
Jump
To the
up
very
to
top,
the
because we have to restart the algorithm.
Maybe a little faster.
Yeah, a little bit faster. And then if it does the last one on 8, maybe you can try get into the debugger. There's something wrong, seriously wrong. What happened?
What?
If negative... Oh, okay. Sorry. This jump has to be here. Because we jump... This is where we arrive if it's negative. And if it's negative, we can reset the algorithm. But we wanted to reset after we're done with the positive, not if it's negative.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. 2, 1. So now we're done. We're jumping, getting the next item from the inbox. 1. Okay, now we're getting the 0. And
Still okay.
no, it will not be okay. It's not okay.
Wow, you don't. Oh,
Bump.
because we bump.
So we have a positive, a negative, and a 0 case. Let's be lazy and just do if 0. Outbox to 0. And jump to the top.
Okay.
If 0, we don't need to copy if it's 0. Alright. It's giving us all the test values. It's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looks good.
No, doesn't look good.
But 20.
So size is horrible.
Speed is okay.
Speed is okay.
To 82 steps.
Yeah, size 10 though.
Wow. We can always optimize later on.
Yeah. Let's optimize later.
We're not in a company or something.
Yes, this isn't a company. Multiplication workshop.
Fibonacci.
Fibonacci.
I saw.
Yeah. Hello 0.
Hello, Zero. It seems like only yesterday we were learning about
Hey,
adding.
wait a second. This is my only line. It seems like only yesterday we were learning about adding. Fond memories. We worked so hard back then. He's a manager. Copy from 0. Copy to hello. What? For each 2 things in the inbox, multiply them.
Okay.
Oh, you can put labels on. You can actually label your variables now.
Yes.
Copy from 0.
For each things. Multiply and outbox the result. Don't worry about negative numbers for now. You got labels. They can help you remember
Okay.
the purpose of each tile on the floor. Just tap on any tile. Okay, well this is just, maybe we don't even need that.
So
Each 2 things. Grab one thing first. Why do we have this here?
they demonstrate something to us.
So let's clear it.
No, let's look at what they're demonstrating.
Okay.
No, you don't want to clear it. So what they say here, see, copy from 0, copy to hello. These are just address. This is just address space in memory, right? We can give this a label whatever we want. Now if we copy to this one, we copy to this label, and it helps us remember things.
So it's not 0.
So it's not 0, yeah. If I throw this away, it would just be 0, but it's like in higher programming languages, this is one of the first things that happened. Because you can never remember all the register names and stuff like that. Yeah, so you can label things, and this is actually what a variable is, just labeled. And I want
I'm back soon.
an index. Okay, so let me just be back soon, she said. So copy to, we grab it from the inbox, we copy to the index variable, 0, hello, we copy from the index variable. What should we actually do? For each two things in the inbox, multiply them and outbox the result. Okay. So we want to put this as A and this is B. And we don't need an index, I think. Inbox copy to A. Inbox copy to B. So we repeat. Yeah, so we repeat adding B to itself. We have one copy now. Wait, if we bump minus, we lose the result. So we need to store the result somewhere. Now this is the... No wait, I think this is the official sign for a sum, right?
No.
This is not the official sum sign?
No, this is the product sign.
The pi is the product sign. No, this is the...
The sum is the S.
Oh yeah, no, you're right.
The big S.
No, I was actually thinking the product sign.
Ah, okay. Yeah, then you...
The sum is like this epsilon thing.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So, and we copy this result. So the result. This is the result of multiplying B once. This is multiplying B once, and then we bump minus A. And we also now we have A in hand, so we have to copy the sum and we need to add B to the sum, and we do this until A is 0. If A is 0, we're done, and when we're done we put it to the outbox. Put what to the outbox though? Copy from pi, and that should be multiplication. Let's see. Yeah, it's not exactly working. This is shit.
You have to multiply them.
Yeah, I want to multiply. So my thinking is, so I have two variables, right?
Yes.
So I grab the first one and I put it to A.
Yeah.
So, okay, right, I grab the second one and put it to B. Now what I have is 1 times B. So that's my multiplication result. It's 1 times B. Now I did it once, so I bump A.
You don't have to bump it. You have to take it.
Yeah, no, I'm bumping A.
Oh yeah.
Now I'm loading the multiplication and I add another one, so I have 2 times B now. Oh, and now I have to put the result. Okay, so I need to, after I did that, I saved the result right here, and then I jump up to bumping it again, right?
But what if it's already the
Actually, I
result?
don't need to save twice. If it's already, if bumping leaves me with a 0 in hand because I bump A and then I have a 0, that means that I'm done. So I'm no longer multiplying. It should be done. I'm not sure if I'm off by 1 or something. So let's see. Okay, 5 So the result that we're looking for is 5 times 4. That should be 20, right? So I have 1 times 4. Now I bump it. I load the multiplication again. I add b, so that's 2 times 4. So we're done with that. Bump a again. We're not done yet. That's 3 times 4. And that should go on. Now it becomes interesting when we hit, yeah, this is the result we're looking for, 20. We bump A and we're done, because it's 0.
Okay.
Now we load the result again and put it to the outbox. We jump to the top, get the next number. This works for positive numbers.
Yeah.
You want to step through it?
Maybe just run through it. Stepping is so exhausting.
It's very exhausting. Did I just lose a number?
It's enough.
Oh no, I have to pick up, because I saw this move. Okay, now I'm multiplying 7 times 0. Which is a tedious process. So we certainly can save some execution time if something is 0.
Wow.
Something's wrong.
Something already.
Something's wrong. Okay, and the thing is that A started as a 0, so we just let's get in some guard. So if this is 0, you just directly put it to the outbox. And same thing if B is 0. Just skip everything, put whatever you got in your hand, which is 0, to the outbox. Now that should the corner case where something is 0. Oh wait. I'm wrong. I am wrong. Because if it's 0, you still have to pick up B. So it's not working. If A is 0, we cannot jump because we still have to throw away B. So this is not the same as the other one.
Yeah,
so
because multiplication with 0 is 0.
Yeah.
And then you just grab the 0 and put it in the outbox.
You need to throw away 1 from the inbox. Copy from, this is why there's a 0 here. Copy from 9. And then put that to the outbox. Actually jump to where we do the outbox thing. Okay. Now this should properly safeguard. Right. Speed things up a bit. Now here A is not 0, but B is 0. Here A is 0, they're really testing us. Okay. I think there was one copy operation in between which was unnecessary. Like exactly here. Size will probably horrible. And speed, are we 1 off? We're 25 off.
Okay.
Okay, we'll accept that. Just accept that. but I've seen one copy operation that we can easily just skip. But just putting the 0 check one further up. Alright, So I think we did 2 challenges this time.
Yeah.
We should try to speed through all of them. Just really speed through of them. I heard management wants us to speed through things.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
So management means you. So if you think we should kind of speed things up, please comment. If you think we should speed things down, please also comment. If you are neither for speeding up nor for speeding down, we cannot handle that. So that's an invalid input. So please don't comment. If the right.
Yeah, just leave
Leave
right
just
away.
leave.
Okay.
Thank you for watching and see you all in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.